ScopZ LAN match. It is going to be ScopZ once again versus Nakama. This is going to be on border this time, and we are going to start the game right up. So I'm going to leave the party, and we are going to start everything up. So, alright, good luck everybody, and have fun.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty. Alright, so starting off, this is going to be border. Personally, I think it's more defense-sided border, but some people do prefer attacking on this, but I'll have to see again. So, I would expect probably something like Miraban or Lion Ban works too, considering that they did play the Lion heavily. I believe Nakama was it? Did play Lion heavily, so they are expected to be playing it again, and that's a great counter for him. And we do see a Blitz Ben used on the only attacking run that was with scopes, so again, can't see that. So it seems like these guys are necessarily going more for countering certain people rather than playing out the specific bends of certain metas. So it is a bit different for them this time around, seeing as they can adapt and know each other. Again, this is going to be a Legion Ben. Legion Ben was used. He was used very heavily last match, so again, you can see why a trap operator like him would want to be taken out of the match. Very pesky operator at that. And we're probably going to be seeing Ben, most likely based on another character's options. Yep, this is going to be an Echo Ben. So yeah, there's going to be very ordinary bans for these teams, other than necessarily the Lion, but I feel that is more of a specific individual-oriented ban. So we walk into this with high expectations and hopes for each team. It was a 7-0 blowout match last round, but hopefully we can get something a little bit better than that this time around. Alright. So it's going to be Buck, Thatcher, Ash, Thermite, Twitch. So very normal team composition for the attackers, as well as for the defenders. It is going to be a Doc, a Vigil, Bandit, a Smoke, and a Jaeger. So Vigil, I'm not necessarily sure about him. He's going to get 6-pick to Maestro, though. So yeah, very blatant ban off of Vigil to Maestro, but nevertheless, still going to be a better 6-pick than a Vigil. He's more not necessarily a utility operator, but more so for roaming and fragging capabilities. He is. Again, he does get 6-picked off. So he's turned into an intel operator that will hopefully be able to give the team a little bit more insight as to where the attackers are and a little bit more utility. You also have a Doc, which is, again, one of those ACOG warrior operators. This is going to be more of an ACOG oriented round for these defenders. And then these guys are going to be defending first. So yes, this is going to be a defense round first with a little bit of a switch up for the team lineup. So instead we're going to have Hellhound on the orange team, as well as C, or Nigel. And we're going to have Lord, Vimp, Bobev, Lethal, and Sean on the blue team. So again, it is a bit of a switch up of lineups. So again, it was 7-0, so I guess I'm just trying to even out the score a little bit. So again, we do walk into this round with high hopes and expectations for both teams. A Buck vertical play possibly being played on this team here. He's going to drone in, play it smart, and he knows that there's holes already in the ceiling, but again, drones ahead forward for himself, tries to see what he can with the attackers. Sorry, with the defenders. Alright, this is going to be a three to four man. Sorry, actually no, a three-man hold. But Smoke, first damage of the round is gonna be on the Smoke. Genuine damage, but Doc does heal him up. So first kill of the round, as a matter of fact, is going to be from Maestro onto the Twitch. That was very effective hold for the Maestro. So he was to get a kill off of it, but we see another refrag onto the Jaeger, so it is going to be even out odds with a 4-4. See more engagements going down here. It's going to be a grenade into the Maestro's office, but it does not kill him. For in fact, he is still alive, sitting in office. Maestro goes down to the Thermite, and he is getting free-fired, and eventually does get killed by the angle that Thermite is holding. And we're gonna see Smoke just trying to hold off the defenders, but Smoke does take down the Thermite. So the Diffuser does go down right here. It's a 3v3 situation. The odds are completely even for both favors of the attackers and the defenders. So Smoke's pushing down, gets the kill onto Buck. So it's a 3v2 situation. Smoke getting refragged once more for the Ash. So again, 2v2 situation, 30 seconds left. Not too much of a time window to push in, but Ash is nowhere to be found for the objective. She's just trying to maybe get another flank on these defenders, possibly. Ash pushing in stealthily. This might be the only chance she gets. Does see the Doc, takes down the Doc. It's a 2v1 situation. Now, odds are definitely in the attacker's favor. Ash doesn't know where that bandit is, but she does get taken down by the bandit. Again, 1v1 situation. It's up to the Thatcher to have to defend himself and not get baited out like they did once upon a time last match. So, again, the time is ticking. It's up to the bandit to have to either push out or long arm it. He doesn't know where the Thatcher is. He's trying to figure out where the Thatcher could be. He knows where the Diffuser is, but he knows he has not very much of a chance at this. He knows where that Thatcher is now, and he's trying to just long arm it, but still tries baiting, and Thatcher is not getting baited by this. Doesn't have enough time to defuse, it just has to go for it anymore. Thatcher doesn't even get the kill, but Bomb is getting disarmed. Bomb was disarmed. Bomb did get disarmed. My bad. I thought the defenders wanted that. So sorry about that. Bomb did get disarmed by the attackers, so it was a lost round for the defenders when that bandit did not put on the aggression enough to be able to get the kill on the Thatcher and enough to be able to win out the round. Unfortunate. Alright, we go into this next round with a definite sense, you know, of the adaptability of these guys and how well they can communicate together and how well they can work together. So instead, we're going to see another Vigil pick onto Maestro. This is going to be another, yet again, 6 pick for this team. But then we also see a Nomad 6 pick to Ying. See, Nomad is a very good operator, honestly. He was like in any situation. She's a very utility-bound operator and a very good one at that. So it comes more of a surprise to me that Ying would be picked instead of Nomad, but again, you know, more par for the course, I guess we see. So we're gonna see a Kaid as well as a Bandit being used. 2 operators with the same exact ability, just slightly different in their forms. Again, we're also going to see a Smoke, a Jaeger, and a Maestro being used, so not too much out of the ordinary, but however, the attackers are playing something a little bit different with this Ying onto the, onto the armory side push. So they might go for a rush strat. This might be a possible rush strat for these attackers, but you never know. They can pull something out with this Ying if they truly so desire. Alright. So again, I would also like to see a good CCTV take with these guys. I really genuinely would. Again, it's that outside of the objective map dominance that these guys can show, and you know, being able to roam clear effectively and take out those defenders is going to be it's gonna have to be a focal point for their attack and for their strategy walking into these 2 rounds. They have won the first round, so they can get a little bit more confident with how they're gonna play this, but not too much, as they're gonna have to pull some strategy here if they want to truly take the round over. This looks like it's gonna be a 4-man defense while the bandit is roaming in office, so completely unbeknownst to the attackers, it seems, the bandit is going to be roaming in that office spot. So Buck is going to be going on a hard drone, but bandit does reveal his position as he knows that Buck does know now that he is in office. So they're going to have to counter that, but Ash is slowly peeking in onto that bandit, does not get the kill, though she does see him. So no true 1 engagement, but again, it's going to be a kill for the defenders with, I believe, yeah, it's going to be a kill, no, sorry, it's going to be a kill for more kills for the attackers. It's going to be Ash onto the Thatcher as well as the Jaeger, so 4-3 situation right now. And the odds are definitely in favor. Or sorry, now they're being switched. They were in favor for the attackers, but it does seem that the odds were evened with the kill on Ying. So, utility has gone down for the attackers, Ying and Thermite. 2 very useful utility operators, but more kills for Bobette is he getting a double kill, but another kill for the attackers as a refrag goes down for that Buck. Diffuser is down right now, but Thermite does pick it back up. He knows what he's doing, and Maestro pushing into the objective and getting a double kill. That round does go for the defenders. Maestro definitely being the MVP of that. Yeah, we do see a really good overtake for these defenders. Alright, so definite switch up for the attackers. It's gonna be Capital in Glaz, but Glaz is getting 6-pick back to a possible, a utility operator, it seems, going back to Gridlock. Yeah, Gridlock is a very contested operator. She definitely could prove to be very useful in certain situations. She does have the ability to prevent rotates and prevent the use of flanks from the defenders, but she's going to have to be used very wisely since she does only have, I believe, 2 to 3 charges on her lock ability. But we do see Capital as well. It's going to be the extra utility that this team might need to pull it back once more. But we do see a 1-1 score line as these teams are very tied right now. Very, very tied. It seems a bit more balanced this time around, and it is good. It's going to be very good for outcome of the game. We do see more holds actually, coming from Workshop and as well as the little office by Workshop, a little ventilation. We're going to see a upstairs hold coming from Smoke. Unorthodox. Very unorthodox hold coming from Smoke, but we'll have to see how that works out for him. But we do see Mozzie possibly going back to the objective. We're going to have another one roaming right here. It's going to be in Passport. It's going to be Jaeger, and he's going to have to be very efficient with how he roams, because it seems like it might be a very contested spot for these attackers. It seems like a Tellers is definitely going to be a very open spot for them and a very useful spot for them. And if the Jaeger can get the kills, he might be able to shut them down. We see more engagements between Capital and Jaeger just going back and forth for the most part. Nothing too much that these guys are actually trying to attempt, but we're going to see Ash trying to get another angle onto the Jaeger. Does not get the angle, but does see him now and gets the Jaeger very, very damaged, very low, but in turn gets down because she does not hit her shots. So this is going to be a very close one for Jaeger. He's got about 5 health left, but it's starting to get supported by the bandit, seeing as we know where these attackers are, we're gonna capitalize on it. So the Ash is going to be going down. It's gonna be Jaeger and Bandit still roaming in the same area, but they do have an idea, a little bit more of an idea where these defenders are. Sorry, where these attackers are, my bad. But it's gonna be the Capital that does take out the Jaeger, pushing into Tellers. Now they do have Tellers control, as well as waiting room control, so it's a 3v3 situation now. Odds can go either way. Alright, it's about halfway down in the round, and these guys still have a very sizable window of time where they can execute any type of push they want to make, but it's gonna have to be hasty. It's gonna have to work out for them, as we see a 2v3 situation going down now with Thatcher being taken off of the scoreboard. So it's gonna be up to the Capital and the Thermite to capitalize on what they want to play here. So we're gonna see the Smoke holding up in armory, possibly unbeknownst to the Thermite. Doesn't seem to be droning very much, but Thermite slowly peeking, does not get the kill on the Thermite, even in this close quarters combat. Smoke just trying to get down his ability, trying to keep away that Thermite and waste his time, but he does get the kill on the Thermite. It's now a 1v3 situation, as Capital is left to have to defend himself. And it's up to the Capital to have to kill everyone and or plant win the round, but he is getting very, very damaged by that mute and possibly a flank. No, definitely not a flank from the Bandit. Thought so, but I don't believe he is going there. But now we see another flank from the Smoke. Slowly inching up, trying to see where the Capital is. He's already in the objective, it seems. He doesn't even get the chance to put down the diffusers. Smoke just shuts him right down. Shuts him right down. Yep. And that was a great round for the defenders, all the way from the beginning. So it did seem like a lack of communication and a very lackluster strategy from the attackers. They didn't necessarily know where they were going, and they didn't know where they wanted to execute upon, so it did kind of leave them 1 minute down already, so they didn't necessarily know what they want to do, and for that, their indecisiveness just proved not to help them in their strategy, and for that, they just lost the round. So it puts us at a 2-1 scoreline for the, once again, for the ScopZ team. So again, ScopZ is going to be in the lead, and hopefully they'll be able to show off their professional prowess here in this LAN tournament. Alright, we're gonna see Nak being played here again for the attacker side. I feel like Nak has been a very contested operator for this LAN. It really has been a very useful fragging ability. She's just been very undisputed in her ability to take out those defenders and take out what's left of them, truthfully. But she so far hasn't necessarily been used too much in these strategies on border, but she is getting used this round, so hopefully she can make an impact and a good effect on the attackers. We're gonna see something a little bit different here. Jackal, he has not been used before one time in this tournament, because he was banned in the first match, but now he is not, and he's coming back for his revenge, so he might just get used to his effective power that he does show. So the teams definitely know that the Bandit is in passport now. Sorry, Jaeger, my bad. Jaeger is in the passport now, and Jackal's getting taken down by that Jaeger. But slowly but surely, that Jackal's being taken back up again. And Jaeger does piece the scene, it seems, but not getting taken out in the first minute of the round. An operator with seemingly so much fragging capability just getting completely taken out. Completely just shut down on absolute level. So we're gonna see Jaeger coming back to the objective, just trying to defend himself, sorry, my bad, and he's trying to peek, and he does get the kill on the Jackal that he had once down, so he's coming back for revenge, it seems. these attackers are definitely at odds with the 2v5 situation. Now, they do have a good window still to be able to attack and try to execute something, but they don't so far seem to be doing so, as it's now a 1v5 situation. It's all on the Monty, but he does not pick it up, and it was a flawless round for the defenders. So again, it's a 3-1 lead for the defenders, once again, for Team ScopZ, as we move into round 4. Alright, so taking a look at last round. So, a couple of things actually went wrong for those attackers. It just came down to, them getting shut down in their individual attacks. They were not aggressive enough. They just tried to hold the angles, and they just tried to kind of sit there and be very complacent with what they were, but most of them weren't even able to get into the building before they were shut down. And again, it does go to show how well the defenders have been holding up their side. So we are going to take it back to, I believe, a armory hold, and this instead is going to be a mute, vigil, bandit, smoke, and a Jaeger set up here. Vigil has not been used quite yet. He has been teased, but not used quite yet in this LAN, I believe. I don't even think he has been used quite yet, but he is going to be used this round. We're going to have to see how well and how much he can truly affect the outcome of this round with his fragging capabilities. So we also see a definite switch up from these guys. It's going to be Finka, Capital, Thatcher, Ash, and Abana. So they're going to be going for a more hard breacher oriented strategy with a lot of utility going for them. They're going to have the Capital, they're going to have the Finka, and they're going to mostly have the Thatcher. The Thatcher's most likely going to be very useful for them, especially with taking out the armory wall. It seems like more of a range strat to me, but who knows? They might have to just close something out and try to make it work for their team, being that they are going to have to switch things up once more to try to win, try to be effective in their attempts to win. Alright, we're going to have a two-man roaming strategy here into CCTV, a very contested area in my opinion. Very, very contested area. So it is good that two people are able to hold it down, but we see Jaeger not even being complacent with what he's doing. He's going back to the objective. He's trying to defend. There's nobody in archives currently, so it's very, very easily contestable. But now Jaeger pushing back into archives. He knows what he's got to do. He knows that he's got to sit onto archives. Goes into an aggressive peek, but Capital not able to capitalize on the kill. But it's gonna be another kill for Finka as Vigil goes down. But we see a refrag, and Vigil is saved by his saving grace. It's gonna be the Jaeger who's able to save that Vigil. So we have a 4v5 situation, but it seems more of a 4v4, being that Vigil is at low health. He's gonna have to play it very passively. But we see another engagement between Abana. Habana's gonna take down that Vigil. It's gonna be a 4v3 situation. So it's only gonna be one kill for these, not the attackers, but again, Bandit getting taken down by the Thatcher, very unsuspecting when he peeks, and it will stay that way. Alright, so it's going to be another 3v2 situation. The Finka, I believe, does get taken, or sorry, the Ash does get taken down by the Mute. It's going to be more evened out odds now, seeing as the attackers do have, a lot of them have low health, and now through the bars, it's going to be another kill for the diffuser. It's going to be a two-man defense now, two-man offense, but we're going to see another crossfire being held. It's going to be a 2v1 now, with the smoke having very, very low health, as well as the Capital and the Habana. So the diffuser has been picked up. People are in archives. They know what they're doing. They know they're going to have their plan, and they've only got 30 seconds to do so. So the diffuser is being placed down right now. Smoke is just trying to put out his ability, but he does get damaged by that Capital crossbolt, but unfortunately, he was not able to get the kill on the Habana before placing the diffuser. So that Capital is going to be sitting in fountain. He knows where the smoke is coming up, and he knows where that Habana was. The Habana gets taken down. It's all up to the Capital, and the Capital was able to capitalize and take the kill on the smoke. That gives the attackers round 5, and it's 2-3 coming back up. Thanks, guys. It was very worthwhile, very fought round for these two teams, but just in the end, the attackers were able to overtake Archives, win the gunfights, and prove to be very effective in their attacking strategy, especially with the Capital utility. Still alive, and he was still able to win the round out for his team. Okay, so obviously there were chokes from the attackers and the defenders that last round, but moving on to this next round, we're going to see a 6-pick from Castle to Mozzie, a very contested, again, intel operator. Instead of Valkyrie, these guys are trying to go for very mobile cameras, very mobile intel from these guys. So, again, it's, for the most part, it's been proven very useful for them. And for that, they have been winning these types of rounds. They have been winning these types of shutout defense rounds on the intel that they do have, fortunately. But we'll have to see as the round plays out how much intel can truly affect the outcome. Three roamers now. We're gonna see one roamer kind of roaming around office. We're gonna see Red Hall. We're gonna see Jaeger holding hard in CCTV, and we're gonna see Doc in Fountain trying to contest the possible office archives push. But who knows? They might push from there. They might not. Seems like this is going to be more so of a armory push from these guys. Very armory oriented, seeing that they do have the hard breacher in hand, as well as capabilities to take over CC. And so far, Jaeger has moved back to East Stairs to get a better foothold on where these pesky attackers are going to be going. Alright, we already have control of CCTV breakers, because nobody has been contesting it for the past about 30 seconds, so it's going to be Thatcher being able to take over Red Hallway, with Jaeger getting another kill for that Ash. But we're going to see 2 more refrags for Habana and for Jaeger. And so, unfortunately, as the round goes, it's going to be a team kill, unfortunately, onto the Habana. He tried to get the Mozzie, but was unable to do so, and for that, it did prove fatal for that Habana, unfortunately, that poor Habana. So again, it's going to be a 3v2 situation. The attackers do still have a good window of time, to execute any attacks they want to pull, but it's going to be the Thatcher who knows where that Mozzie is, really, and it's going to be a 2v2, evens out the odds. The intel was incorrect, but then it's going to be the Thatcher getting refragged for a 1v2 situation. It's going to be up to the Finka to have to win out the round, as she has 40 seconds left, so she has a decent amount of time to push into the objective, get down a plant in Archives, and possibly win the round for her team. There's going to be advancing down Red Hallway into Metal, possibly. There's one person just about in each objective, and they might have to contest her on that one. It's going to be Finka having to walk in. Does not know that the Doc is sitting there, and free fires the Doc, but unfortunately Doc gets taken out. It's the Finka that still has about 60 health left. She's only got 5 seconds left on the clock, but it's Smoke that is left to have to defend, and he starts smoking it out, but the defuse does not go down in time, and Smoke is able to waste enough of Finka's time. Was not able to get her, unfortunately. So round did go to the defenders, all down to the last second. Unfortunately, very close situation with them. So it is a 4-2 scoreline. Still an odds for ScopZ. So it does look like ScopZ might take the win on this LAN today. Alright. We walk into this next round. It's going to be Thatcher, Nak, Twitch, Sledge, and Ash. See, these guys are very interesting. This is a very interesting pick when it comes to attacking and defending, seeing as there is no hard breacher for this Armory hold. So they are going to have to possibly make an archives push from office. Seeing as there is no capability for them being able to hard reach out the archives wall, but we're going to see different setups coming from these defenders now. It's going to be a Maestro and a Valkyrie, two very useful intel operators. You know, just trying to get enough intel for their team to work out the defense for themselves. It's also going to be an alibi for these defenders, which alibi is honestly an interesting operator. She can very well make or break a team strategy, especially considering, you know, her ability and her role in just baking out the operators. But again, it's gonna be a down for the alibi. Speak of the devil, it was through the doorway. So that is gonna be a kill down for the attackers. We're gonna see an immediate hold trying to get in for CCTV, but it's gonna be the Valkyrie that's going down in the hands of the Ash once again, and it's gonna be possibly another kill, but he gets refragged out. The Ash, unfortunately, but it's gonna be Maestro that is very, very low health. These guys are gonna have to get aggressive if they want to take hold of CCTV and put it down to a 2v4 situation. These attackers are already in office right now with diffuser in hand. Sledge, he's already in office, he's already in fountain. He does take down the Jaeger, so it's a 2v3 situation, and then Maestro does get a double kill for holding out CCTV, but Bandit is going down to that Sledge, unfortunately, and we do see Maestro having very, very low health, and it's up to this engagement between Twitch and Maestro to determine whether he actually will win out the round, for the most part. It's gonna be Twitch who takes the Maestro out. Twitch, who was unknowingly in sights of Maestro, but he was not able to capitalize on her, was not able to, and for that, he did die. And the round did go to the attackers, so it is about 5-2 right now for the attackers. So the odds are a little bit more balanced, but unfortunately it does seem like it's going to go for the attackers once again. Or for ScopZ in general. Alrighty, so looking into the next round, we're going to see a 6-pick from Warden onto Capkin. A very interesting operator Capkin is, seeing as he does have the trapping ability that, you know, he does have a very definitive trapping ability. You know, he's got those Capkin traps, he's got the ability to take out a good 60% of the attacker's health, and it might prove fatal to them if they do not choose to play wisely on this. So it does seem like these guys are expecting a possible rush strategy, as we're going to be playing hard traps here. But we're going to see the Maestro being utilized again once more in CCTV. So hopefully these guys can pull together and possibly come up with an effective strategy to wipe off those attackers and come up with another round for themselves. We're also going to see not a too definitive hard breacher, but one at the least. It's going to be Maverick. And he's going to be, again, he is one very interesting attacker as well. And he doesn't have quite the hard breaching capability as as Thermite and Habana do, but he is one for the books. He truly is. He's got very interesting capabilities to himself with his breaching torch. So I would like to see how he can change the outcome of this new round. Alright, Ash is going to be effectively taken out by that bandit, even though he does get damaged, but it's going to be a 45 situation. And another attacker going down in the hands of the defenders to that GSH, unfortunately. It's going to be a 3-5 situation already within the first minute of the round, unfortunately. But we see Capkin going down already by the Sledge, and the Sledge getting into another engagement, but does not take out any of the attackers. It's going to be Rook coming in with very, very low health in Archives. But these guys are going to have to play it safe if they want to be able to take control of Archives and get a good plant down. Be a 4v3 situation once again, and it's gonna be 1:30 left in the clock. The Sledge is gonna try to take out one of the operators with a frag grenade, and he does go down to the hands of the Sledge. Unfortunately, the Rook does get taken out, and it does leave Archives very, very open for these attackers. So it's going to be a minute left on the clock for these guys, and it's going to be Twitch who's going to have to show her dominance in this situation. She's going to have to show who's boss, but does not, and gets taken out by the bandit, alright? It's a 2v2 situation, now a 1v2 situation, coming in with Rook does not have the ability to get up anymore, I don't think. It's up to the bandit to have to defend himself, and to have to hold out his own, but the plant is going to be going down here with the attackers not knowing where that bandit is. He does come in, it does see the Maverick, but bandit is able to take out the Maverick, and Sledge is very lit now along with the bandit. Bandit's only got about 10 health left on him, as well as the Sledge only having very little health as well, but Sledge goes down into Tellers. Bandit is not on the diffuser. Bandit's starting to get on the diffuser, but he does not trust the baiting. He's starting to bait, but doesn't even know Bandit's grabbing the diffuser, and he doesn't know what he's doing, but the diffuser is getting diffused, and he didn't get there in time, and the defenders were able to get the round. It is now 3-5 for the defenders. They took a round back from the attackers, unfortunately. Alright, we see a 6-pick from Ella to Jaeger. So, Crisis has been averted from the Ella shotgun meta to a Jaeger playstyle, fortunately. Alright. So, walking to this round, these defenders are definitely playing heavy traps right now. They're definitely trying to go for the shutout of the attackers and trying to keep them at bay and waste as much time as possible, it seems. If they got him once, it might work again. That's their strategy. So, Alibi is being used again, even though she was taken out within the first 10 seconds of the last round, unfortunately. But, who knows, she might have a better effect on the round than she once did before. Alrighty. We do see a bit of a switch up once again for these attackers. It's going to be a Thatcher, Maverick, Twitch, Sledge, and an Ash, so not too much definitive hard breaching power again, but they are gonna see at least something from them. This is gonna be a 2 to 3 man, seems like objective playing situation where Frost is definitely coming back to the objective after placing one of our mats, but we do see Sledge already in the building, completely unbeknownst to the defenders right now, and we don't even know where, it doesn't seem like he knows where Jaeger is, or sorry, Bandit is. Oh, my bad. Alibi. Alibi is. Alibi getting very, very cautious with your peeking. Does not know where these attackers are. But Maverick going down to the Bandit once more. Another kill going for the Bandit. It's gonna be a 5v3 situation again. Bandit getting a double kill here, a triple kill for the defenders, all within the first 1.5 minutes of the round. And it's going to be a Thatcher and the Twitch left to have to defend themselves. But again, a triple kill for Bobef. It's going to be onto the Twitch, and it's going to be up to the Thatcher for a 1v5. But he does go down to the defenders, and so it's going to come out to a 4-5 scoreline for these defenders. Alright, moving ahead into the next round, we're going to see very different strategy coming from these attackers. It's going to be a lot more utility, a lot more flank watch, a lot more rotation, blocking than last round. We see now a Gridlock, a Nomad, a Maverick, Sledge, and an Ash. So, not too much definitive hard breaching. Again, we do have something, but it's going to be the Nomad and the Gridlock that we're going to be most worried about here, because they are going to have the ability to flank watch as well as being able to prevent rotates and prevent spaces from being contested. So we're going to have to see how that works out for them. We're going to see more traps being played. The Capcan is going to be utilized once more, you know. It has been working out for them previously, so it must work out for them again. That is their thought process here. So it's going to be smoke as well being used, and it's going to be a very unorthodox objective. It's going to be bathroom as well as tellers, so we have to see how they can hold out and how well they can prevent the objective from being contested, as we do see here coming up in this round. So walking into the first couple seconds of the round, it's going to be Bandit, possibly another engagement, but see, he knows where that Gridlock, I believe, was. Sorry, my bad. He knows where that, sorry, Ash was. My bad. He knows where the Ash was. So Ash is definitely in red hallway now. A very definitive spot. We're going to see an engagement, but it does get taken down by the Bandit. It's a 5v4 situation. These guys definitely seemingly have not been putting up to communication and droning in the past couple rounds, and that has been very fatal for them. But this round, they are going down to the to the Sledge here. It's going to be, oh, it's definitely going to be attacker favored this round. It's going to be only Capcan and Bandit left to defend themselves. Capcan is the only one in the objective. Now sitting in the objective, he is dead. Max gets a triple kill, and it's up to the Bandit to have to defend himself. It doesn't seem like he's going to win. His chances are very bleak in this round. Does get taken out by the Gridlock, and that is the 10th round for the attackers. It's going to be 4-6 scoreline, and it's going to be match point for these attackers. So the question is, will they throw it, or will they be able to keep up their streak? That is the question. Alrighty, so going into the next round here, we're gonna have slightly bit of a switch up for these guys. It's gonna be an Ella, a Rook, and a Jaeger Bandit and a Capkin instead of other intel operators like Mozzie or even Maestro that these guys have been using. But we're gonna have another attacking and defending round going down to this match point. So it's gonna be a very contested round. Hopefully, it's going to be a very intense, very chaotic round for the defenders. So they're going to have to come back on this one, and they're going to have to make it worthwhile, or else they will be dominated in this tournament. I was honestly hoping to see a little bit more of a heavy breaching strategy going on for these attackers, but unfortunately, again, they haven't been necessarily bringing anything to get a heavy hard breach going for them, or get anything definitive in an attempt to get down a hard breaching strategy, which is very, very unfortunate for them, because it does close the door for possible strategy. We're gonna see an east stairs look, but doesn't know that the Ella is there. Takes out the camera and doesn't even contest the Ella, but the sledge taking down the bandit the first 30 seconds of the round. Unfortunate for the bandit, but good for these attackers. It's gonna put them at more of an advantage when coming in to the match point round that they need to win out. So we're going to see human droning here. It's not really going to be too much of a it's not going to be too much of a otherwise effective strategy, but we're going to see more of more refrags. We're going to see Bandit and Ella going down, but it's also going to be Nomad Nash going down to the Ella. So the Ella shotgun strategy did not work for these guys as Ella was taken down. Look at the defenders. It's gonna be the sledge going down to the Capkin. And unfortunately Finka as well going down to the Capkin. It's gonna be a lot of shotgun use here, and it's gonna be a 1v3 situation. Maverick is left to have to clutch up the round with 1:30 left. He has a lot of time to figure out what he wants to do in the round. Doesn't know that the Jaeger is sitting there. Doesn't know that the Jaeger might even peek him, but he seems very confident that he might grab this. He knows where the Jaeger is now. He also knows where the Rook is now, but is only seemingly wanting to hold angles, fortunately. We're going to see no engagement here between Jaeger and Maverick, but we are going to see more angle holding, it seems like, from Maverick. Doesn't know what he's quite doing, isn't being very decisive with what he wants, but Jaeger seems like he's getting a little bit more, or sorry, less complacent with what he wants to do. He's getting very impatient, doesn't necessarily know what he's doing, but Rook gets damaged in the process of angle holding, and Diffuser is down right now, doesn't even have the Diffuser, so he's gonna have to go in for the kills with about 30 seconds left in the round. Rook just trying to play it a little bit more aggressively. Holding a more forward angle here. Doesn't know where that Jaeger is right now, but he does get shot up from behind, and Jaeger does take down the Maverick, and in the round is going to go for the defenders. It's 5-6 right now. we have different switch up coming from the attacking team. They're trying to put out a different strategy now. Instead, we're going to have a Blackbeard. Blackbeard hasn't even been used throughout both of these two matches, so we're going to have to see how different and how more effective he can be in this round. And we're gonna see more trap operators being used in these few rounds. In these few rounds than we really ever had. But again, these guys are just playing the game of trying to keep those pesky attackers back, trying to waste much of their time as possible. Good strategy for those with 5-6 scoreline match points, at least. Looks like it's going to be a two-man objective hold with 3 people roaming at the moment. It's going to be Ella's Shotgun roaming along with Frost and Bandit, all on second floor. Fortunately, Ella's Shotgun is being used here. She did not get banned, but she is the meta out right now. Blackbeard is going to be using that breach charge to be able to get into detention and possibly inspection. So this is going to be a strategy that these guys are using, and immediately we're going to see a forward angle being held by Ash. As we walk into this round more, though, we're going to see Rook going down. Be out of health disadvantage, but Bandit is getting damaged as well with Capcan going down to the Ash. And even more things happening. It's gonna be a 4-man, it's gonna be a double kill going for the Sledge. It's gonna be a 5v1 situation with Ella Shotgun only left.
Or incarcerated.
It's gonna be a 1v3 now. With Ella being able to get 2 more kills under her belt in this round. Losing ambiance to the attackers, it seems like they're looking around for Ella, but they don't know where she is. They don't know that she's in inspection right now, just holding out an angle. Ash pushing back into the objective, back to where the diffuser is going down. It's going to be Ella that's going to have to be aggressive here. It's up to Ella to win out the round for her team. Be able to possibly get it up to match point. Or sorry, get up to OP. But it is Ash that's going to take out the Ella, and that's going to end the game for ScopZ, and that's going to be a win for ScopZ in this LAN tournament, everybody. Thank you so much to everybody who came out today, and I wish you all a good day.